Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and start those beans. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, so here I have small red beans. They're the regular Goya beans. I have 2 cans. I have an 8 ounce of that tomato sauce, the salsa de tomate de Goya. I have 3 packets of sazon. I have that lovely pork ham, smoked bone pork, and a smoked ham. That juice pork from the can that I showed you earlier, all mixed up. I have a few plantains. I have 1 small Charlotte onion all chopped up. And that's all that goes into this beautiful, lovely beans. And it's a regular plain bean, so delicious, lots of flavor. Like I said, everything's getting a touch of love in my dishes today. All right, and then up next, after this, I'm going to start my Perino, my cheesy Perino, my onion cheesy Perino. And I use a half an onion in that Perino pasta with lots of cheeses. I do the sharp cheddar cheese, I do the Parmesan cheese, and I do the mozzarella. And I'll show you all that in a little bit. And also I use the fried onions to give it a nice crunch. Alright, so that's going to be coming up next, y'all. This girl's getting it done. Alright, so I'm going to stitch it here for a quick sec. I know you can't see everything completely, but you can see this is the pot I'm working with. You want to use at least a 1/3 of canola oil. Alright. You're going to throw in 2 cans, depending on your family size, of that beautiful red bean. And I hope everybody's trying to enjoy their Easter. I know it's rough for all of us here. And it's rough everywhere. And, you know, as I don't know if I mentioned this, but my kids on the east side, there's no school for the rest of the school year. So, but they're giving out like laptops, and people who don't have, kids who don't have laptops and iPads and stuff like that. I think, I'm not quite sure if they're doing it here. I know they're doing it in other areas. So I got to look into that, because if I can get my kids an extra device for school, that's great too. Alright, so yes, and so up next you want to put in the Goya tomato salsa. Okay, make sure you get all that salsa in there. Okay, and 3 packets for this pot. This pot here is like for a size, a family size of as a, I would have to say like 10 or 12 people. So, yeah, I never do a pot this big of beans for my own family. Anyway, all right. And like I said, I have to start making those little baggies together for my granddaughters to take to them. I actually have to meet them at 2:30 before they go back, you know, home and stuff. They're actually with my oldest son right now, which is his daughters from his first, you know, marriage. So you also want to add in plantains, okay? I replaced these for potatoes. So no potatoes, plantains does a good starch in your beans. All right. So about a cup of those. And then here goes that lovely smoked ham. Look at that, y'all. That's that smoked delicious ham. This is that shredded juice pork. And here, underneath, way underneath, is 1 big chunk of that smoked delicious ham. Smithfield smoked ham. And that's gonna, that whole bad boy's gonna go in there and marinate. And that's pretty much it to the beans. Last but least, you want to make sure you add in, you can do regular cooking onion, but I prefer the Charlotte onion for this kind of type of bean with the plantains and all. So Charlotte onions, a little small Charlotte onion, very good with this dish. Any onion is good with this dish, but I prefer the Charlotte just because I'm the way I'm making everything for Easter today. All right, so yeah, so coming up next, I'm going to be chefing up that, boiling up that pasta, per se, I should say, and getting everything else together. After the pasta will be the rice, and that's pretty much it, and everything's going to rock out. And of course, this gal got to get in the shower and all that good stuff later. I'll probably go run and see my granddaughters before I even get in the shower, just to drop that off for them. And also, I got to pick up my kiddos. Can't forget my kiddos. So I'll probably be doing that as well before I get dressed. So I'm going to be doing lots. Busy bee. Alright, so I'm going to turn this back burner on back here and push this pot to the back so I can keep it moving. However, I did want to show you guys my my shrimp. Okay? Because I said that in the last video and then I actually forgot. Alright, so let's get to that shrimp, y'all. So that's what it should look like. Nice and beautiful, hefty. And of course you want to keep a lid on this because you want to make sure your sauce to your beans gets nice and heavy. So we'll do that. Let's peek over here. Get my little thing here. Look at that. Hopefully it's not smoking, fogging up my phone. Look at that, so delicious. And I did forget to mention, you want to make sure you add in a little bit of butter as well, because that's what I did before. I forgot to tell you guys that. So yeah, add a little bit of butter to this dish as well. It gives it a nice smooth taste as well with that ham and everything going on. But look at that. Your onion should be looking real nice and soft by then. And if you could see, that's the butter that I added in. Because all this already has a bunch of oil with all that meat. And also, you want to do 1 tablespoon of this adobo. So those are the 2 things that I just want to throw back in there that I forgot to mention, because I'm doing a couple dishes here. So just a tablespoon of that. And that's the one without the pepper. So it's not the red one. It's not this one. It's the one without the pepper. Alright, so like I said, I'm just going over everything. So if I miss anything, like I said, and you're interested in making this recipe, all you have to do is hit me up, and I'll be sure to get back to you that same second. I'm good at that. Alright, so yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on here. We're going to keep this covered. I'm going to quick show you the shrimp, because I'm also doing a shrimp salad, okay? And that's going to be real easy. Shrimp cooks very easy. However, I do have to peel them, so we're going to take a look at that right now. Let me just move things over here. Alright, and here it is. Here you have it. And that is my shrimp. So hopefully you're getting a good view of that. And, you know, these are the real good kind, and they're easy to peel. They have a nice split right in the middle where I can actually do that with one hand. And just, there you go. Very easy, see? Alright, so, yeah, I'm doing a shrimp salad, and I'm going to save this for last because shrimp cooks very quickly. So that's going to be the last thing I do. I'm adding some sweet peppers to my shrimp. I'm adding some oils, some peppers, some salt, some avocados. So good. And this is my baggie where I have the shrimp and the cut up plantains. I don't know if you could see that. I'll put it in the light a little bit here. I don't know if you could see that. They're marinating together, and that's the aftermath for that kale. And of course my kale's here, so I have that waiting so I can clean it out and stuff like that. So this girl's gonna keep getting busy here, okay guys? And it's absolutely beautiful on the east side. It's like 70 degrees out. It's really, really nice. I have to go for a walk. I haven't been for a walk for a little bit, so I plan on doing that soon. I've been working out at home though and sweating this whole thing going on, getting some good air here in the back. Alright guys, so just check you out in the next video. So next coming up is going to be that Perino. It's conchingo pasta. You got it. So that's coming up.